11 massive Coronation Street spoilers for next week. Hold onto your seats, Corrie fans, because next week is full of shocking twists and jaw-dropping drama. Rob is on the loose, and Betsy might be in serious danger. Meanwhile, Yasmeen makes an emotional exit, and Eileen edges closer to uncovering the truth about Julie's illness. You do not want to miss this. Stick around as we break down all 11 huge spoilers for the week of March 10th to 14th, 2025. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Coronation Street updates. Now, let's get into it. 1. Rob terrifies Betsy at the precinct. Lisa warns Betsy that it's not safe to be out alone while Rob's still on the loose. But Betsy shrugs it off and heads back out anyway. Later, she starts to realise her mum might have been right. Someone's following her at the precinct. Suddenly, the man picks up the pace and it's revealed. Rob is the one chasing her. 2. A body is found. Lisa tells Carla that a body's been found near the hospital and the police reckon it could be Rob. Carla's called in to identify it. But what will she find at the mortuary? 3. Kit struggles after the crash. The fallout from the crash takes a dramatic turn as fingers start pointing in all directions. Tensions are running high and emotions are all over the place as everyone tries to make sense of what really happened. With the police digging deeper, suspicions grow, and it's not long before someone is finally brought in. Andy's been arrested. But just when it seems like the truth is about to come out, Lisa drops a bombshell. Andy's claiming it was nothing more than a drunken mistake. That excuse doesn't sit well with everyone, though, and it only adds fuel to an already fiery situation. Meanwhile, Kit is struggling to keep his emotions in check. The whole thing has hit far too close to home for him, given his personal connection to Daisy and the baby. While others might be willing to let the law take its course, Kit's finding it hard to stay out of it, his anger bubbling just beneath the surface. With tensions rising and more questions than answers, it's clear this situation is far from over, and things could still take a turn for the worse. 4. Yasmeen says her goodbyes. Yasmeen's made up her mind. It's time for a fresh start, and there's no looking back. Selling her share of Speed Dahl is more than just a business move. It's her way of finally closing this chapter of her life and stepping into something new. With a job lined up in London, she's ready to leave Weatherfield behind and embrace the next adventure. But no matter how certain she is about her decision, walking away from the place she's called home for so long isn't easy. As the moment of goodbye arrives, emotions run high. Alia has been by her side through thick and thin, and saying farewell is harder than either of them expected. There's pride, sadness, and a deep understanding that things will never be quite the same again. But Yasmeen knows this is what she needs. Sometimes, moving forward means letting go, even when it hurts. 5. Alia faces a business battle. Alia's hoping things will run smoothly with her new business partner now that Yasmeen's sold up. But when she turns up at work, she's in for a shock. The new owner's gone and changed the menu without even asking her. Not having any of it, Alia rips it up on the spot and makes it clear who's in charge. 6. Eileen seeks answers from Julie. Eileen's baffled when she walks into the undertaker's and finds Julie there with George. Julie's been talking about funeral plans, but when Eileen starts asking questions, will the truth about her illness finally come out? 7. Dylan faces a drugs drama in the STC. Brody's up to no good again, sneaking in a joint at the STC and trying to drag Dylan along for the ride. Dylan, still convinced that Brody's got his back, doesn't think twice about it. He's desperate for a mate, someone to trust in a place like this, and Brody knows exactly how to play on that. What seems like a bit of harmless fun quickly turns into something riskier, but Dylan's too caught up in the moment to see it. It doesn't take long for things to go south. A care officer catches them both completely out of it, and now they're in hot water. For Brody, it's just another stunt. But for Dylan, this could change everything. He's already on thin ice, and if the truth comes out, he could be facing serious consequences. The question is, will Brody take responsibility, or will Dylan end up paying the price for trusting the wrong person? 8. Tracy gives Tommy an ultimatum. Tommy shows up in Weatherfield out of the blue with big news. He's bagged himself a new coaching job down in Southampton. But Tracy's not impressed when she realises he expects her to pack up and move again. She puts her foot down, making it clear she's staying put, and tells him straight, it's either her or the job. 9. Cassie's backlash continues. Cassie's desperate to get back on her feet and hopes she can win Jenny over with a bit of sympathy. But if she was expecting an easy ride, she's got another thing coming. Jenny's still furious over everything that's happened and wastes no time shutting her down. There's no room for second chances here, and Cassie's left feeling like she's hit another dead end. She might have hoped for a fresh start, but it's clear that not everyone's willing to forgive and forget. It's not just Jenny who's had enough. Steve and Tyrone aren't budging either. As far as they're concerned, she's burned too many bridges, and they make it crystal clear she's no longer welcome. With no options left and nowhere to turn, reality starts sinking in. Frustrated and out of luck, Cassie heads off into the night, but where she's going next is anyone's guess. 10. Tracy turns evil with Cassie. Tracy's had enough of feeling second best, and Ken constantly comparing her to Cassie is pushing her over the edge. No matter what she does, it feels like she's always coming up short, and it stings. But what really winds her up is the thought that Cassie might just get away with everything. No punishment, no consequences, just walking free like nothing ever happened. The injustice of it all is too much for Tracy to ignore, and she's not about to sit back and let it slide. Determined to take matters into her own hands, Tracy puts on a smile and plays the long game. She invites Cassie over, pretending she wants to bury the hatchet over a nice friendly lunch. It's all an act, of course. Tracy's got something much darker up her sleeve. Cassie, eager to believe she's finally being given a chance, walks straight into the trap, none the wiser about what's really going on. Once Cassie's through the door, Tracy makes her move. Out comes a bag of drugs, and she wastes no time dangling temptation right in front of her. With carefully chosen words, she nudges Cassie towards slipping back into old habits, watching closely to see if she'll take the bait. It's a cruel, calculated move, but in Tracy's mind, it's nothing less than Cassie deserves. The question is, will Cassie fall for it, or will she prove everyone wrong? 11th. Ed questions Dee Dee. Ed can't shake the feeling that Dee Dee might be making a decision she'll come to regret. He knows she's convinced this is the best option, but he also knows how big of a choice this really is. The thought of her looking back one day and wondering what if plays on his mind, and he can't help but voice his concerns. He's not trying to pressure her, just making sure she's really thought it through. But Dee Dee stands firm, insisting she's made her mind up and this is the right thing to do. Even though she puts on a brave face, doubt has a funny way of creeping in when you least expect it. As things start moving forward, will Dee Dee stay sure of her choice, or could she find herself questioning everything? Ed's worried for a reason, and deep down, she knows that walking away won't be as simple as it sounds, and that's your lot for next week's Coronation Street spoilers. With all this drama kicking off, things are about to get seriously intense on the cobbles. Will Betsy escape Rob's clutches? Will Tracy's scheming go too far? And could Cassie's downfall be just around the corner? If you don't want to miss a second of the action, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you're always in the know. Let us know in the comments which storyline you're most excited for. Do you think Cassie deserves another chance? Or is Tracy right to play dirty? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for even more Corrie chaos.